Today, I bring you an incredibly insightful book that reveals 4 common misconceptions about money. There's a saying, your perspective on money determines your destiny, whether you'll be rich or poor. So, what is your view on money? Is it accurate? The book, The Psychology of Money, by Morgan Housel, offers a fresh perspective that challenges our inherent beliefs about money. It serves as a powerful reminder to avoid flawed financial thinking and significantly enhances our investment capabilities and personal financial growth. I truly hope the insights from this book, shared today, will be beneficial for your journey in managing and developing your finances. Right at the beginning of the book, the author introduces the story of an American philanthropist named Ronald Read. He lived a simple life in the suburbs and passed away at 92. Everything seemed quite ordinary until people discovered his net worth amounted to a staggering $8 million, equivalent to roughly 180 billion Vietnamese dong. Before his death, he had prepared his will, dedicating most of his assets to charity. People were incredibly curious. How did he accumulate such a vast fortune? Was there some dark secret hidden behind it all? Yet, investigations revealed no secrets whatsoever. He hadn't won the lottery, hadn't engaged in any illegal activities, nor had he inherited any wealth. The only thing he did was consistently save the money he earned and invest it for the long term. In stark contrast, there was another man named Richard Frank, who earned an MBA from Harvard University. After graduating, he quickly became a successful senior manager in the financial sector, retiring early at just 40 years old. However, a few years into retirement, he took out a massive bank loan to rebuild his mansion. The villa was expanded with numerous luxurious amenities and opulent interiors, more bathrooms, and even 2 large swimming pools. This mansion also became his venue for parties and lavish entertainment. The monthly maintenance costs alone soared to $90,000, approximately 2 billion Vietnamese dong. Not only that, he lived an extravagant lifestyle, constantly spending lavishly on parties and recreation. But not long after, in 2008, the financial crisis erupted. A large portion of his assets evaporated in an instant. Coupled with substantial bank debts and illiquid assets, he was promptly driven to bankruptcy. These 2 stories vividly illustrate that saving and accumulating wealth is the true way to ensure money works positively for you. No matter how much wealth one creates, if consumed by the endless pursuit of material possessions, it will likely never be enough, and you'll forever be chasing an elusive finish line. Now, let me share 4 financial misconceptions from this book that we should understand as early as possible. The first misconception is that we are never content with the wealth we have. The book recounts a story from 1920 about Jesse Livermore, an incredibly successful stock trader who quickly became one of the wealthiest men in America. This fueled his confidence, making him desire even more success. Consequently, he borrowed colossal sums to invest in the stock market, but due to misjudgment and flawed calculations, he lost everything in an instant. Drowning in debt, he ultimately went bankrupt. Around the same time, his marriage also faced severe problems, leading his wife to leave him. These 2 simultaneous crises led him to end his life in his own home. Another story involves the former chairman of McKinsey & Company, Mr. Gupta, who amassed a colossal fortune of about $1 billion. Yet, Mr. Gupta still yearned for more wealth, striving to join the ranks of billionaires. This ambition led him to engage in insider trading to profit from the stock market. Ultimately, he was exposed and sentenced to 2 years in prison. In a single moment, both his reputation and career were utterly destroyed. Human desire for money and material possessions seems to have no end. When we acquire something, we always want more. Our greed is bottomless. This is human nature. In one sense, it can fuel our financial growth, but if we allow this trait to govern our money management and earning, it can lead to irrational behaviors and unfortunate outcomes. Moreover, societal comparison acts as a catalyst, making many people perpetually dissatisfied. There will always be someone richer than you, earning more than you, with a bigger house or a more beautiful appearance. The truth is, once you acquire these material things, you might find they don't hold much meaning or bring lasting joy. We spend so much time striving for higher income and a better quality of life, but we must understand that at a certain point, we need to know what enough is. Knowing enough is a phrase many have heard, but few truly apply it to their lives. So, what should we do? Please remember these 4 things. 1. Stop comparing asterisk. Compare yourself less to others and what you have to what others possess. 2. Stop chasing trends. Don't constantly pursue the latest fads. 3. Don't overthink what others think of you asterisk. Pay less attention to external opinions. 4. Appreciate what you already have asterisk. Value your current possessions and circumstances. By embracing these 4 principles, you'll discover that happiness becomes much more accessible. The second misconception is that you don't need to spend money to earn others' respect. The author presents a psychological phenomenon. When you see a beautiful, expensive car on the road, if you observe your inner thoughts carefully, you'll notice that most of us don't think about how wealthy or successful the driver is. Instead, we imagine, if I had a car like that someday, people would think I'm very successful. Here, you must understand that people often try to use external possessions to prove their success. However, others usually don't care about the owner of the object. In their eyes, they only notice the material possession itself. Thus, attempting to gain respect through material things is a complete fallacy. Often, when you desire a beautiful house, a luxury car, or an expensive item, your true inner thought is that you want them to gain respect and admiration from others. If you have such desires and thoughts, pause and ask yourself what your true motivation is. We will never earn true respect from others through external possessions. To gain respect, it's better to learn humility and empathy for those around you. The third misconception is that true wealth is what we don't see. The author shares a story from his youth. His friend Roger, the same age, already owned a Mercedes, though the author didn't know his profession. The author felt a pang of admiration, but after some time, he saw Roger driving a Honda. He later found out Roger couldn't afford his monthly payments for several months, so the bank repossessed his car. This experience completely changed the author's perception of Roger and led to a profound reflection on money. In America, many people are like this, and most tend to judge others' financial success by what they see with their own eyes. Lavish homes, luxury cars, extravagant social media posts. But these things do not represent a person's actual wealth. When we see someone driving a $100,000 car, we must understand that either their bank account has decreased by $100,000 or they are carrying a $100,000 debt to pay for that car. We cannot know their bank balance or how much they have invested. Having money is different from having wealth. Having money refers to monthly income, while having wealth refers to the actual amount of money and assets you genuinely retain. If someone drives a $100,000 car on installments, it shows they have money because, at the very least, they have enough income each month to cover those payments. But for someone with true wealth, we don't know how much they actually possess. Their money is often used for investments or business to continuously generate more money. This is a blind spot that leads to a common misconception. We don't see others' assets, so we automatically judge financial success by external material possessions. Yet, people are very good at imitating the excessive spending habits of others, subtly leading you to believe that successful people should own such items. You must understand that genuinely wealthy people in this world often live very modestly. Conversely, some people appear glamorous on the outside but might be on the verge of bankruptcy. So, if your goal is to become like those you see living a rich, luxurious life with a dazzling appearance, stop and reflect immediately. The author has a great quote. Most people want to be millionaires, but in reality, deep down, they want to spend $1 million. There's a simple money philosophy we need to grasp. Spending money to show off how much you have is the quickest way to have no money left. Be rational in managing and using your own money. The fourth point is that wealth brings us freedom. Hedonists often say, you can't take money with you when you die, so saving money is meaningless. The author of this book advises us to change our mindset. Beyond material possessions, freedom offers us the greatest return on investment. Freedom grants us the power to control our own lives and time. A study from the University of Michigan proves that the more choices people have, the easier it is for them to find happiness. Having the power to choose how to spend time with loved ones or pursue the work you genuinely desire brings more happiness than buying a big house or climbing to a high corporate position. Accumulating money, little by little, helps you achieve greater financial autonomy and independence. Change your mindset slightly. Money you haven't spent doesn't mean it's meaningless. It provides you with more choices in life and greater flexibility with your time. For example, if you've saved enough for a year's living expenses, you have a year of time flexibility. You'll have ample time to truly understand yourself and find a job that suits you, rather than being stuck in a job that constantly frustrates you. The more money you accumulate, the more choices you'll have. You can choose jobs that don't pay extremely high salaries, but don't demand overtime or excessive hours. In your free time, you can pursue hobbies, implement personal development plans. Use your money to buy time and choices in your own life, because very few luxurious possessions can deliver genuine happiness and true freedom. Our lives today are far richer than those of our grandparents, yet studies show that 45% of people feel unhappy and stressed. The author points out that the main reason is that many of us only want to spend money on more expensive things, which also means sacrificing our right to control our time. For instance, someone buying an item on installments beyond their means is essentially binding themselves to a specific job for the duration of the payments. They are forced to earn money to afford those installments, meaning they won't have the time to explore other life experiences until their debt is paid off. The author particularly cherishes and recommends another book, 30 Lessons for Living. This book interviewed 1,000 elderly individuals about their life experiences and wisdom to distill life's philosophy. Not one person said that to live happily, you must strive to earn money to buy what you want. No one said you must at least keep up with those around you or have more money to be considered successful. Nor did anyone say that having more money guarantees happiness. What they cared about was being able to gather with friends, being a valuable member of a community, and having time with family. Finally, the author shares that after many years, his income significantly increased, but his lifestyle remained unchanged. The author, his wife, and children live in a very ordinary house, drive a normal car, wear simple t-shirts, and enjoy delicious home-cooked meals. Most of life's joys come from walks, reading, and listening to podcasts, pleasures that don't cost much money. This lifestyle may not suit everyone, but we should all find a way of living where, beyond material possessions, we can find contentment in our souls. As the book says, true success is retreating from endless competition, adjusting one's life, and achieving a tranquil spirit.